said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFLT.com.
So let's get down to the nuts and bolts of what's going on at Grossenberg Implement this week. Nuts and bolts are on sale. Save 8% on both SAE and metric bolts, washers, and nuts. This week only at any Grossenberg Implement location. Start the year off right and ensure you have plenty of bolts, nuts, and washers on hand, and at a great discount. 8% all SAE and metric bolts, washers, and nuts only at Grossenberg Implement, and only this week.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Have all of your painting supplies at the Paint Store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
It's a new year and a new you. Whether you're looking to finance a new vehicle or refinance your current one, Owyhee Federal Credit Union has the best rates in town. With rates starting at 2.25% APR, there's no reason not to check us out. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see what the ladies at Owyhee Federal Credit Union can do for you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFLT.com.
So let's get down to the nuts and bolts of what's going on at Grossenberg Implement this week. Nuts and bolts are on sale. Save 8% on bulk SAE and metric bolts, washers, and nuts this week only at any Grossenberg Implement location. Start the year off right and ensure you have plenty of bolts, nuts, and washers on hand, and at a great discount. 8% all SAE and metric bolts, washers, and nuts only at Grossenberg Implement, and only this week.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The Paint Store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The Paint Store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The Paint Store, same great paint, same great services.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us, American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit card. Go Buffaloes!
Take advantage. He had some putbacks for that double-double on Thursday at White River. Max Bolt in his 7th season as head coach of the Buffs, 76-72 his record. His assistant is Damon Hofteaser. And those are the Montana Dakota Utility starting lineups, MDU in the community to serve. Now let's recognize this afternoon's officials. It's the Law on the Court, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. And we will introduce those gentlemen again to you in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
It's your lucky day. You've just won a sweepstakes and you received a cashier's check to cover the cost of claiming your winnings. All you need to do is deposit the check and wire a portion of the money to pay those fees. There's just one catch. It's a scam. If you deposit the check and wire the money, your bank will soon learn the check is a fake and you are responsible to pay it back. The Attorney General's Office of Consumer Protection wants you to know that counterfeit check scams are on the rise. For more information, contact their office, 1-800-300-1986.
As they were in the girls' game, the officials for this game, Louis Young, Jeremy Michelson, and Dan Swenson. The Law on the Court brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. Stanley County in their home white uniforms. Purple numerals and letters, gold trim. Stanley above the number on the front, County below it. Just that block print number on the back. Wall in their blue uniforms with white numerals and letters and white trim. Something is going on within this team. Well, something's going on within this team, and I'm talking about hairstyles. Because Lathan Prince now has a buzz cut. Gavin Irving already did. Cormac Duffy had a pretty nice head of hair. Now he has a buzz cut. Strand Scott had a real nice head of hair. Now he has a buzz cut. And Dason Titsey wore his hair pretty short anyway. So something's going on there. Maybe it's to change the luck a little bit. And maybe to try to bring some winning back with this 3-game losing streak going on in the Stanley County. Boy, it really stands out with Lathan. And Strand, too. I mean, it's a completely different look for both of them. But, hey, whatever it takes to try to make things better. The Buffs know they have a good, talented team. They played so well defensively. But as we said, and we kept saying the other night, too, you're probably sick of hearing us say it, what can you do when a team shoots like that? And really not a poor effort at all by Stanley County. That is just a superb White River team and a strong candidate to make the B in Aberdeen once again. Let's look while we have a few moments before this game gets started at the scoreboard. We mentioned Mulbridge Pollock, and they're in action this afternoon. The Tigers are at Groton area, and they're trailing by 14. Midway through the third quarter, that's on Star 99 in Mulbridge. And again, as we say, Mulbridge Pollock is in fourth, and the Buffs are still to play them next week. Again, that is Tuesday night on Star 99 in Mulbridge. Check it out on that website. Jones County a winner today. They beat St. Francis Indians 71-47. That game was at the Chamberlain Armory this afternoon. Platte Geddes fell to Hanson at the DWU Classic in Salem, 59-39. That was also earlier today. And also at the DWU Classic in boys play earlier today, we mentioned Lyman. They fell to Waubay Summit today by a score of 56-39. Wall Eagles being introduced. And the Stanley County Buffaloes will, and by the way, when they're introduced, the 5 seniors in the starting lineup will be recognized, and so will the other 2 seniors, Ricardo Garcia and Caden Heese. We're not far from that Linz Dakota Martin Fort Pierre opening tip. So we'll hear from our friends at Linz Dakota Martin Fort Pierre and then get this boys action started in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
Welcome to Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out their selection in the meat, produce, and deli department, the freshest and best quality in the area. Check out their hardware department as well as the rest of the store. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Lynn's Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests too. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Thrifty, local, convenient.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety, 1060 KGFX Pierre, rebroadcasting on K276GT, 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. If you drink, don't drive. And the Wall Eagles, by the way, knew that both Heason and Garcia were going to be introduced too, and they're saying, so they weren't saying, what, they're coming out with 7 guys? No, it's 5-on-5. Lathan Prince, Cormac Duffy, Gavin Irving, Jason Titsey, Strand Scott for Stanley County. For Wall, Brody Sundel, Ronald McDonald, Cedar Amiot, Reed Hansen, and Kane Krogman. And jumping center, Reed Hansen for Wall. Strand Scott for Stanley County as you watch it at the KGFX page, at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber. Stanley County will shoot to the bucket to your right in this first half, Wall to your left. They're in white, the Buffs are, Wall in blue. It is Louis Young to throw up the ball to start this game. Scott tipped it to Prince, back to Scott, who nearly threw it over the head of Cormac Duffy, but he does save it. And Prince, boy, how different he looks with that hairstyle, too. Jason Titsey in the left baseline. To Duffy out front, he looks different, too. Prince with a drive, right lane line. One-hand runner didn't fall. Rebound chased down by Brody Sundel for Wall. First possession for the 9-6 Eagles. From Region 7B, nearly thrown away, but able to save it is Rylan McDonald, and then a foul. Early on Stanley County, after only 34 seconds, it's Cormac Duffy, who has been in some foul trouble lately, and he draws one here. Inbounded from Amiot to Brody Sundal. Right wing Kane Krogman with a headband, tries a three, knocks it down. Kane Krogman puts Wall in front with the first 3 of the game. Prince driving on McDonald. Lob, right corner for Jason Titsey, but he is run into a little hip maneuver by Brody Sundel of Wall for the first foul on the Eagles in this game. And inbounding, left baseline at the bucket to our right, or below us basically, is Titsey for a Prince right wing 3 that's missing. And Cedar Amiot rebounds. Play down floor for another 3 on the right side. This one's good, and it's by Reed Hansen. Wall's 2 for 2, both on 3. 6-0 Eagles, a minute 15 gone. Prince hounded by McDonald. Right corner, pass too far for Gavin Irving and out of bounds. So Stanley County has 2 misses and a turnover on their first 3 possessions. And Wall has a couple of 3s to start. Amiot. Past Irving. Up top again for Reed Hansen. Left wing for McDonald. Good pass down low. Turn around on the baseline. Sundal scores. Great feed from Cedar Amiot, and the first 8 to Wall. 6:20 in the first quarter. Prince, SC could use a bucket. They'll have a foul here as McDonald, again, just a little touch foul, but he did bump Lathan. And Rylan McDonald has his first and the second on Wall. 6:16 in the first quarter. 8-0. A good start for Wall on the road today. Jason Titsey between the rings. Left wing Prince open. 3 for Lathan. Front rim missing. Amiot with rebound number 2. Comes all the way to the right block and is driving in and draws a foul. Not set was Lathan Prince. So his first and the second team foul on Stanley County. And free throws here for Amiot. Wall already in front by 8. And the first one for the junior, no good. Substitution for Wall. Out is Rylan McDonald. Is in is Ethan Ferguson. He's a 6-foot senior. Amiot will shoot another to try to make it 9-0, just about 2 minutes into the game. Wall with a very good start, and this one also misses, however, with Cormac Duffy bringing in the rebound. Prince for Duffy at the foul line. Right wing Titsy backs up behind the arc. On the angle, comes to the top of the old circle. Left wing on the angle outside the arc is Prince. He drives into the lane and misses from 13 feet. And Hansen rebounds. Stanley County 0 of 4 to start this game from the floor. This Krogman with a right baseline drive. Off the rim. Just a little too hard, and Cormac Duffy has rebound number 2. There's the first miss for Wall after they made their first 3. With 5:20 in the first, 8-0 Wall. Stanley County ball. Lob. Right corner from Irving to Duffy. Baseline drive. Bounced Titsy. Dropped it. Regained it. Jason to the lane. Nearly lost the ball. Drove for a one-handed runner that didn't fall. Oakman with a rebound, and Stanley County is now 0 out of 5 shooting. Ball above his head, Amiot. Fade away, left wing, 17 Sundahl. Didn't fall. Duffy has rebound number 3. All of the Buff rebounds so far have been in Cormac's hands. Prince front court. Stanley County still looking to score. They haven't yet. Down 8-0, 4:40 in the first. Drive in the lane by Duffy. Rolled off the rim, but he's fouled. Nearly the first 2 there. The foul is called on Kane Krogman of Wall, his first. And it's the 3rd Eagle team foul. So let's see if Stanley County can finally put that goose egg off the scoreboard. Duffy's first free throw is good. And high school basketball on KGFX is brought to you by Ferding Electric, Hawaii Federal Credit Union, the Corner Station and the Crossing, and Fisher Rounds Associates, Insurance and Real Estate. One more for Duffy. He rimmed it out. Rebound Krogman. 8-1 for Wall. 4:38 first quarter. Down floor quickly. Right wing Sundahl wants a 3. This one's off the back rim. Krogman offensive board. Taken away from him twice, but knocked out of bounds now by Stanley County. Inbounded by Wall, who leads 8-1. 4:28 in the first. Hansen steps back and hits a 2 just inside the arc on the right wing. It's good. He has 5, and it's 10-1 for Wall. Cold start for the Buffs today. 4:15 left first quarter. Not a field goal yet, nearly midway through the first period of the game. Titsy for Duffy in the lane. Right wing Irving. Driving on Sundahl. Left wing Titsy. Bounce left corner. Prince open. Wants a 3. Has a 3 for the first field goal of the game for Stanley County. 4:05 in. 10-4 Wall. Wide open Prince there, and the leading scorer, and the Buffs has their first field goal. Krogman, pump fake. 18-footer misses. Another Cormac Duffy rebound. Duffy in the left wing. Prince open, wants another 3, and has another 3. That one rattled in, but it stayed down. And it's 10-7 for Wall. 6-0, all on the run by the 2 threes of Lathan Prince. Pass intercepted by Lathan Prince. On an entry pass, Stanley County can come within 1 or tie just like that. It was 10-1 2 possessions ago. Now it's 10-7. Duffy stops in the lane. Hands it on a kick out to Titsy straight away. Dason, left wing Gavin Irving. Through 2 defenders, threw it away. Right to Brody Sundahl. And down floor, he lays it, or gives it to Ethan Ferguson, who lays it in. First 2 for Ferguson, 12-7 Wall, 2:45 in the first quarter. Prince for Duffy, right of the old circle, stops right corner, Titsy. Screen set for Duffy as the shot for Titsy misses, and the rebound is by Reed Hansen. Here comes Wall again. They're going to push it when they have the opportunity, but now they throw the ball way out of bounds. Their second turnover. Brock Zeeb comes in. Caden Heesen comes in for Stanley County. Zeeb, the 6'2 sophomore. Heesen, of course, the senior. And Nathan Law makes his first appearance of the game for Wall. Foul called here. Law is a 6'5" senior, so a little size down low for the Eagles. And the foul is on Ryland McDonald. He's only 2 entries in the stat sheet, or 2 fouls, 14 fouls on Wall. Titsy, bounce, right foul line extended, Duffy. Titsy on the left side now in a double team. He's lost his dribbles, got to do something with it, and hands it back to Duffy. That was nearly 5 seconds. Down low to Zeeb, had it blocked out of bounds by Hansen. Buffs will keep it, but a good block by Reed Hansen to stop Zeeb. Jace Moore comes into the game. Jace is an 8th grader. He's 5'8". 2:20 in the first, 12-7 Wall. The inbound to Duffy, blocked, but foul 2. Nathan Law might have thought he had all ball, but the official said no. His first, team foul number 5. Duffy split a couple of free throws earlier. Back in the line for 2 shots here, and he hit the first. 12-8 for Wall as Heesen is out, and Gavin Irving's back in the Stanley County lineup. Duffy looks for his 3rd point to cut the lead to 3 with 2:18 in the first on the way, and short. Cedar Amiot has his 3rd rebound. Finds Moore, middle of the right wing. The 8th grader guarded by Irving. Now a 3 for an open Hansen. Way short, though. Rebounded by Zeeb, who's fouled. That one was a couple of feet short. And a Wall foul to compound. Not a foul, just knocked out of bounds. One official put his hand in the air just to say it was out of bounds. Anyway, it's Stanley County ball. Duffy comes in the right corner for a 3 off the pass from Prince. Didn't fall. Rebound to Amiot. He has 3 of them now. Nearly stumbling is Amiot, and able to tie it up then is Irving. It will stay with Wall. Prince had stumbled a little bit, and then Cedar Amiot stumbled over him. Irving nearly made that steal, but the arrow points to Wall, who was up 12-8 with 1:40 in the first quarter. Moore, left corner, Hansen, pump fake. Now from 18, he hit it. Reed Hansen's a good shooter, and he now has 7, 14-8 Wall with 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Speed dribble, Duffy, left wing Prince, open again for a moment. Now to Duffy between the rings. Mid-right wing, Gavin Irving. Lost that dribble, and then drew a foul as Sundel reached in, and that's 16 fouls already on Wall here in the first quarter. And that's 2 on Sundel, so he's the 2nd Eagle with 2 fouls. Jason Titsy will inbound. Stanley County might have some chances, quite a few of them, at the line in this first half. 1:13 left in the first quarter. Prince, fade away. Getting a hand on that was Amiot. And then Stanley County knocked it out of bounds. Give Cedar Amiot the block shot. And give Wall the basketball. Strand Scott back in as Gavin Irving comes to the bench. 1:08 first quarter. Wall with the ball and a 14-8 lead. They have led by as many as 9 points. Amiot, left wing, open for a 3, but missing is Sundel. Brock Zeeb has a 2nd rebound. Stanley County in the right corner. It's Cormac Duffy. Dish on the left baseline. Titsy with a drive off the rim, and then Jason knocked it out of bounds. Jason tried to grab that rebound, couldn't hang on to it. And it's Wall basketball with 44.7 seconds remaining first quarter. The Eagles, who have lost 7 in a row to Stanley County, are leading early on 14-8. Amiot has 4 rebounds in this first quarter. Hands it to Nathan Law. He has a headband too. Up top to Sundel, 31 seconds. 9 more in the game clock, then on the shot clock. Hansen, Law, Hansen again. Amiot between the rings. 12 to shoot for Wall. As it's brought up top to Hansen. Good shooter. Drives this time. Offensive foul. He put it in, but it won't count. They said Titsy was there to take the charge, and it's the first on Hansen and team foul number 7. No free throws, but it's the bonus for the rest of the half for Stanley County. 15 and a half seconds left in the first quarter. Wall leads 14-8. Prince down the left alley. 10 seconds. 9-8 into the lane. Dropped it down to Scott. Drive, scores. First 2 for Strand. 3 seconds, 2 as it's inbounded. And at midcourt, Amiot fires and left it short. Wall with a lead. It is 4 at the end of 1. Wall 14, Stanley County 10. On the Wetner Auto scoreboard, Wetner Auto, the one place to go. The second quarter's ahead. Back with you in 1 minute on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Strand Scott's late field goal, just the third made in the first quarter for Stanley County. They were 3 of 13, 23%. Wall 6 of 12, 50%. They've led all the way. Their lead, which was 9, is now 4 at 14-10. Arrowing the ball to Stanley County to start the second quarter. Lathan Prince, Cormac, Duffy, Jason Titsey, Strand Scott, Gavin Irving. That's the 5 for the Buffs. Stanley County with Duffy in the right corner. Looked out for a 3 by Prince. Lathan left it short, however. And the rebound to Brody Sundel for the Wall Eagles. For a driving, Reed Hansen, right baseline. Threw it over the rim, and Strand Scott says, give me that rebound. He has it. That's his first after he had 10 on Thursday night in White River, along with 18 points. Prince right wing. Ethan Ferguson guards in. Into the old circle, it's Duffy. For a lob that's too far for Titsey and out of bounds. Just the third turnover on Stanley County. But it's Wall ball with their 5 being Ethan Ferguson, along with Brody Sundel. Now Ferguson's out, so Rylan McDonald is banging. So make it Brody Sundel, Rylan McDonald, Cedar Amiot, Reed Hansen, and Kane Krogman. It's their starting 5. Hansen on the right baseline, but it rolled out on him, and Irving rebounds. Another good look that missed for Wall. Tetsy on the right wing. Stanley County with the ball down 4 minutes into the second quarter. In White shooting at the bucket to our right. In the lane, Duffy, a one-hand runner. Oh, that left short. And rebounded by Sundel. Duffy's had some good looks today, but none have fallen so far. Into the right corner, Krogman, and a pass thrown away and out of bounds by Amiot for the third Wall turnover. 63-36 Wall over Stanley County in girls action earlier today. 3 Wall players in double figures. Jordan Sosa with 11 and Cadence Hand 10 for Stanley County, who's now 3 and 15. Prince on right wing for the Buffs in the boys game at the foul line with a jumper. Only then hit it. He's up to 8. 14-12 for Wall. Good run here for Stanley County. 11-4. 6:20 in the first half. Sundal with a catch of a long pass. Swing it right side. Krogman nearly stumbled and then lost it out of bounds. His feet got in the way. He kept his dribble, and then he dribbled it off his leg. 4th turnover on Wall, and Stanley County has another opportunity to tie or lead. Once down 9. Duffy passed his man between the rings. Handed to Lathan Prince. For Titsey on the left side, double team. Left side of the lane. Puts up a jumper anyway, misses. Strand Scott, offensive rebound, missed the reverse layup. Third chance for Duffy. He's fouled. Duffy doing the job on the offensive glass, and he'll try to put Stanley County in the lead at the foul line. And Hansen with foul number 2. There are 3 Wall players now with 2 fouls. Duffy, 2 free throws. First, good to make it a 1-point game. It's 14-13 Wall, and Hansen will come out in favor of Nathan Law. So Ryan Kerstad's going to be watching that book closely with 3 players with 2 fouls. Now Duffy has a chance to tie this game with 5:55 left in the half, and he's good. From 9 down, it's now a tie game. 14 all, 5:53 in the first half. Amiot for the Wall Eagles. Right wing pass, nearly intercepted by Duffy, but Krogman is there to recover it. Right corner for McDonald, timeout. 30-second timeout, and Actegra timeout by Wall head coach Ryan Kerstad. 5:44 left in the first half. Suddenly, this game's tied at 14. And we're back in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick-a-prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Another Actegra timeout. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Actegra cooperative today. Wall once had a 9-point lead, but Stanley County starting to do a little bit more on the offensive end. Still only 4 of 17 shooting, but they come back to tie it. And 8 fouls on Wall. Stanley County's been in the bonus since late in the first quarter. Now Wall throws it away for their 3rd turnover of the second quarter and 5th of the game, and Stanley County will again look for the lead. 5:38 in the half and a tie game at 14. Duffy, right wing to Dason Titsey on the angle outside the arc. Duffy into the left corner for Gavin Irving. For Titsey for a drive on the right block, scores! Stanley County has the lead for the first time. 16-14 Buffs. A 15-3 run by Stanley County. Lob, right baseline. Krogman. Pass went off a Buffalo body and out of bounds. Law, I should say it is, on the right baseline. The pass never got to it. I think it went off Strain Scott right into the Stanley County bench. It stays with Wall, 19 on the shot clock, 5:08 in the half. Amiot, ball above his head, right wing. Uses a Law pick. Brings it on the left side to McDonald, 10 on the shot clock. Right wing Amiot again with 6 to shoot. Cedar using a Law pick again, 4 seconds. A lob, no one was there. It went off the rim, actually. Count that as a shot. And Dason Titsey with a rebound. Into the front court. I don't know what, trying for a lob? I don't know, but the lob, nobody there for Wall. It went off the rim, and Stanley County has it back. Irving, right corner for Titsey. Dason with 17 on the shot clock. Left wing Prince. Here comes a 3. It's off the front rim. And the rebound is taken in by Nathan Law. Latham does have a couple of made threes today. On the baseline, pass into the lane for Law. Turnaround half hook. That did not fall. And Irving with a rebound, and shots that were going for Wall earlier are not now. And Stanley County rebounding better, too. Duffy right of the lane with a jumper off glass and rim and missing. Amiot the rebound. Scott trying to make a steal. Fouled him instead. Strands first. Just the 3rd foul called in this first half on Stanley County. 4:02 remains in this first half. McDonald is out. And Jace Moore is back in for Wall. Moore, Sundahl with a drive. Here he scores all the way, and basically about the last 70 feet of the possession was his. 4 for Sundahl, tied again. Second tie at 16-16. 3:45 in the first half. Duffy left corner for Prince. Baseline drive not happening as he's cut off, and then he's upended by Jace Moore. The 8th grader's first foul. Team foul number 9 means a 1-and-1 here for Lathan Prince. With 3:40 left in the half. Dason Titsey is out as Brock Zeeb is back in. 4 out of 6. Stanley County, if you follow them, you know they've been struggling at the line lately. They've started all right today. Prince with the front end of a 1-and-1 here. It's good. 17-16, Stanley County. They're trailing by as many as 9, trying to take their second 2-point lead here with 3:40 left in the first half. Prince, the senior, has 9. One more for him on the way and on the board. He has 10. 18-16, Stanley County, at 3:38 in the half. Sundahl for a right wing 3 for Hansen. Left it short. Ball's gone cold now. Brock Zeeb rebounds for Stanley County. Down to 39% shooting for the Eagles, he said in English. Zeeb, left wing, trying to skip pass. No, great play. Reed Hansen anticipated it. And then he lost the ball. Picked up by Irving. Down floor, too far for Scotty's able to save it inbounds. And then somehow Irving kept it inbounds for Zeeb for a layup. One of the weirdest looking possessions you'll ever see, but it ended in points for Zeeb, and it's Stanley County by 4:20-16. They almost lost the ball out of bounds twice and still scored. Sundahl, stolen away. Lathan Prince makes the steal, drives on Sundahl, and he's fouled. And Wall has now committed 5 turnovers in this second quarter, 7 for the game, and that, importantly, is foul number 3 on Brody Sundahl. It's also the 10th team foul, so it's 2 shots at the line for Lathan Prince. And Stanley County will try to improve this lead to 5 or 6. It can be 5 at the best because he missed the first. Caden Heason back in for Strand Scott. And you know Sundahl's coming out. He does. So does Moore as Ryland McDonald and Cedar Amiot come back in. 2:47 first half. 20-16 Stanley County, and the Buffs Lathan Prince with one more at the line as he looks for point number 11. Here it comes. He's good. 21-16 for Stanley County. 2:45 first half. Ball loose at midcourt. Steal. And a timeout? Is that what we have? Yes. Zeeb was on the floor, and as he was, a timeout is called. Another Wall turnover. This is a 30-second Actegra timeout by Stanley County. 2:42 first half. Stanley County by 5. 21-16 over Wall. And we'll return in 30 seconds here on KGFX.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Once upon a time in this game, Wall led by 9, but since then a 20-6 run for Stanley County. It's a 5-point Buffalo lead, 21-16, 2:39 first half. Right wing, it's a 3 by Irving. It's off the front rib. Nathan Law rebounds for the Wall Eagles, who have gone cold. Only 1 bucket by Sundahl in this quarter. A layup missing, and the follow does go. This is by Amiot, who missed 1 chance, then followed it in, and he's fouled to make it 21-18 for Stanley County. As Strand Scott will come back in. Caden Heason, who was in there for a moment, picked up the foul, and that is his first. Just the 14th foul on Stanley County. Now it's Amiot looking to complete the 3-point play and cut the Stanley County lead to 2 with 2:22 left in the half. He's good. And he has 3 the old-fashioned way. 21-19. Stanley County leads Wall. As Nathan Law comes out and Kane Krogman's back in for Wall. 2:18 left in the first half. Duffy, left wing, into the corner. It's Lathan Prince. Drives to the middle of the lane. Oh, it had it blocked by Hansen. Moore the rebound. What a block, and a driving layup is good for Ethan Ferguson, who's back into the game, and it's now tied again at 21. Hansen just absolutely rejected Lathan Prince. 3rd tie of the game. 150 and a half. A good one here at Parkview. Left baseline Titsy. Into the lane for Scott. Double team powers anyway. Misses it short, but he's fouled. Both Krogman and Hansen were there. Who's it on? It's on Krogman, and that is his second. It would have been the third on Hansen, but instead it's the second on Krogman. So there's some foul trouble for Wall, who've had 11 fouls called against them in this first half. 2 free throws for Strand Scott, the first. Too hard and off the back iron. He'll have another to try to put Stanley County back in front by a point. It's 21 all, 1:45 left in a good first half. Big run by Stanley County has brought them from a 9-point deficit. Oh, he missed both, but Cormac Duffy has the offensive rebound for Stanley County, and Duffy is having another good game on the boards. Skip pass into the left corner from Titsy to Duffy for a three that's missing, but Titsy on the offensive board, that missed. And then couldn't be held by Scott and out of bounds. Oh, went off Wall, however. So Stanley County will have another opportunity with a minute. 28 remaining in the half, and a 21-21 game with Wall. Prince, pass Ferguson, one-hand floater in the lane is good from 7 feet. 13, a big first half for Lathan. 23-21 for Stanley County over Wall. 1:15 left in the first half. Amiot, angle on right wing, bumped by Gavin Irving for his first foul. Just the 5th on Stanley County, so no free throws. 1:12 left in the half. And in front of the Stanley County bench, or just to the left to it, actually, it's Cedar Amiot to inbound to Reed Hansen, who's had a good half for Wall. Shooting, blocked a big shot on Prince. In the left corner, it's Krogman taking the feed, driving past Scott and scoring on the left block. Krogman's second bucket, he has 5, and it's tied again at 23, the 4th tie of this game. 52 seconds in the first half. Irving, right-hand dribble. Between the rings, Titsy. Ferguson guards him. 43 seconds in the half. Double team. Titsy's lost his dribble and can't find Scott inside. Krogman intercepted it. Down floor to Moore. And a block by Cormac Duffy. But the offensive board is gained by Reed Hansen, who's fouled. It's the second on Lathan Prince, and with 32.3 left, let's see if Max Foth makes a move to get him out of the game and protect him. Looks like he will. Hansen has 2 free throws here. This one is to put Wall back in front, but he missed. And indeed, Prince does come out in favor of Brock Z for the last 32.3 of the half. Tied at 23. Wall only 1 of 4 at the line. Hansen will try again to put the visiting Eagles back in front. This one also missed. And Cormac Duffy, who's had a good first half rebounding, has another. 26 seconds, shot clock off. Stanley County front corner, the bucket to your right. As you're watching on the KGFX page, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. Titsy for Irving, 16 seconds in the half. Past Ferguson, right lane line. Drive, scoops, misses short. Krogman rebounds. One more chance for Wall. 9 seconds as they bring it on the baseline to Ferguson. Fade away, blocked by Duffy. Came back to Ferguson. 3 seconds. 3. Somebody got a hand on that. And Scott with a rebound as the first half ends. So some shot blocking near the end of the half. A good first half. Wall once led by 9. Stanley County then led by 5. Now we are right where we started, all even. Halftime score on the Wegner Auto scoreboard. Wall 23, Stanley County 23. Wegner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer, in Pierce since 1907. CHS River Plains halftime report comes your way in 3 minutes from Parkview Auditorium. Glad you're with us for a good one. It's high school basketball on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pite's Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pite's Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Service Master of Pier is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pier is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
I see. 10 cents off per gallon. That's right, get 10 cents off per gallon at the corner station in Pier. Every time you pay with cash or check, you receive 10 cents off the posted price of gas for your vehicle. Save more by going inside the corner station and shopping specials on beverages and snacks. And when you purchase 8 gallons of gas, you earn discounts at car washes, helping you save. The corner station just above the train bridge in Pier.
A tight game that is up for grabs at the half at Parkview Auditorium, and boys play the Wall Eagles, and Stanley County Buffaloes are tied at 23, and this is the CHS River Plains halftime report. Wall had 7 from Reed Hansen, pretty good player on both ends of the floor, and he showed it in the first half. 4 rebounds, he had a 3. King Krogman, 5 points and 5 boards. 4 points for Ethan Ferguson, 4 for Brody Sundal. And Cedar Amion had 3, he also had 6 rebounds. Lathan Prince had good first half for Stanley County. The Buffaloes' leading scorer had 13. He had a couple of threes. 4 points for Cormac Duffy, but a very good rebounding half for Cormac. He had 7. 2 points each for Brock Z, Jason Titsey, and Strand Scott. Shooting, Wall, 50% in the first quarter, but only 4 of 13 in the second quarter. 10 of 25 for the first half, 40%, 2 of 7 on threes. Stanley County trying to get the shooting going. It's been a struggling first half. 7 of 26 for 27%, 2 of 9 on threes, but they're even. Well, foul trouble by Wall gave Stanley County some attempts at the line, but they're 7 of 12. And we have told you again that free throws have been an adventure at times lately for SC. Wall 1 of 5. Rebounding advantages for Wall, 23-18. Wall led early, 10-1, then a 20-6 run for Stanley County had the Buffs ahead by 5. Now it's tied at the half. It is the 4th tie of this game. 5 turnovers in Stanley County. Wall does have 8. There is some foul trouble for Wall. 3 for Brody Sundal. He's the only player in the game with 3. Girls play earlier saw Wall defeat Stanley County 63-36. Wall led by the 14 of Kiana Porbear, 12 of Paige Kerstad, and 10 of April Scholes. Jordan Sosa had 11. Caden Sand with 10 for Stanley County, who's now 3-15. They'll host Kadoka area here at Parkview Auditorium on Tuesday night. The game will have for you here on KGFX at around 7:30. And also on Tuesday night, this Buffalo boys team will go to Mobridge to take on Mobridge Pollock. The Tigers are now 7-6 after losing to a very good Groton area team today in Groton, 71-39. That game on Tuesday will be on the home of the Mobridge Pollock Tigers, Star 99, so you can check that out on the Star 99 page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. You can listen to it or see it there on Tuesday evening. That's the Buffalo boys' only game next week, and then 2 in the final week of the regular season. But still a half to go today, and it's anybody's game. It's Wall 23, Stanley County 23. That's the CHS River Plains halftime report. What should be an interesting second half is still ahead, and we'll have it for you when we return to Parkview Auditorium in 2 minutes. This is high school basketball on 1060 AM and 103.1 FM KGFX.
It's a new year and a new you. Whether you're looking to finance a new vehicle or refinance your current one, Owyhee Federal Credit Union has the best rates in town. With rates starting at 2.25% APR, there's no reason not to check us out. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre and see what the ladies at Owyhee Federal Credit Union can do for you.
People helping people. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
If you're hunting for a great deal on your next ride, get into Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. We're locked and loaded on all of our new and used inventory, like this 2018 Toyota Highlander, only $28,495. Looking for low price reliability? Try a 2011 Honda Accord for only $6,995. Who wants a loaded up truck? We have a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 LTZ for only $17,995. Get to Gateway Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre, 518 East Sioux Avenue. Call 605-224-7378 and visit GatewayFLT.com.
So let's get down to the nuts and bolts of what's going on at Grossenberg Implement this week. Nuts and bolts are on sale. Save 8% on bulk SAE and metric bolts, washers, and nuts this week only at any Grossenberg Implement location. Start the year off right and ensure you have plenty of bolts, nuts, and washers on hand, and at a great discount. 8% all SAE and metric bolts, washers, and nuts only at Grossenberg Implement, and only this week.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
What will make the difference in the second half of this tie game? Wall 23, Stanley County 23. Wall shooting tailed off a bit, as we told you, in that second quarter. And Stanley County able to get Wall in some foul trouble. Brody Sundel with 3, but they had the bonus for the entire second quarter. However, it's a matter of trying to take advantage of it at the line for Stanley County. 7 of 12 at the foul line in that first half. So with two pretty good defensive teams, what will happen to make the difference in the second half? We're about to find out, as the second half is about to begin. Stanley County in white, Wall in blue. And as you watch it at the KGFX page at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com, brought to you by Bauman Lumber, SC will shoot at the bucket to your right in the second half. And Bauman Lumber also will bring you our player of the game on our post game today. Teams still in their huddles, so we're about to get this second half going. All at 9-6, Stanley County trying to stop a 3-game losing streak. They're at 11-5, and they come out with their starting 5 of Lathan Prince, Cormac Duffy, Gavin Irving, Dason Titsey, and Strand Scott. All starting 5 out there also, Brody Sundor. Remember, 3 fouls for him. Ryland McDonald, Cedar Amiot, Reed Hansen, and Kane Krogman. Wall with the arrow in the basketball to start the second half. The second half throw-in brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Cedar Amiot into Brock Sundal as the second half begins. Wall shooting at the basket to your right, Stanley County to your left if you're watching in this second half. Or even if you're not, bad pass is intercepted. Good play by Dason Titsey. That's 9 turnovers now on Wall. Stanley County looks to lead again. We're in a tie game, first possession of the third quarter. Prince using a screen. Moving into the right corner from Irving to Cormac Duffy to the top of the wing. Now starts his drive. Right corner, open Irving. 3. Yes, Gavin Irving puts Stanley County ahead by 3 with the third made 3 for the Buffs today. 26-23. First 3 of the game for Gavin. Amiot, left-hand dribble for Wall. Up top, it is Kane Krogman. He stops, tries a 3. Knocks it down. His second of the game, and it's tied again at 26. The 5th tie of a very interesting game here at Parkview. Last year, out in Wall, it was a Stanley County win, and it was a decisive one, 68-43. Well, nothing was decisive about the score yet today. Lob down low to Scott. Drives, counter with a foul off the feed from Duffy as it rolled in. Scott's second bucket makes it 28-26 Stanley County, and he was pushed for Kane Krogman's third foul, so he's the second Eagle with 2. Now Scott at the line again. They want to take advantage of these chances at the line, but this one's too long, and it's rebounded by Amiot. It's now 7 of 13 for SC today for the freebie. And as Amiot tries to move, Gavin Irving bumps into him for his second foul and the first in the second half on Stanley County. 6:44 in the third. Wall with the ball. Stanley County with the lead. 28-26. Sundel for a right wing 3 by Hansen. What a shooter he is, and he hit it. Second 3 of the day, and the lead is Walls again for the first time since early in the second quarter. 29-28. Second lead change today. Cormac Duffy for Stanley County. Following him is Rylan McDonald. Now a screen by Titsy. Right wing Irving open. Long 3 whistle. He traveled first. Decided to shoot after he had picked the pivot foot up. For the 6th Stanley County turnover. This team has taken good care of the ball lately. Amiot. Pass knocked down by Prince. Amiot trying to regain it, but instead it's Irving with it. That's a foul, yeah, because Irving tried to gain the ball, and then Amiot grabbed him. That is his first, and that is the second team foul on Wall. It's also their 10th turnover. Duffy's in the front court. Stanley County down a point. Drives right lane, line fouled by Krogman. And that is number 4 on Kane Krogman. And the foul trouble is showing up again for Ryan Kerstad's team in this second half. Krogman will have to come out. Duffy will have 2 free throws. And he's 4 out of 5 at the line today. This is to tie it with 5:58 left in the third. 29-28 Wall. Now it's tied at 29 as he hit it. And here comes Krogman out and Nathan Law back in. So Krogman will be on that bench for a while, you can imagine, for Wall with his 4 fouls. Sundel has 3 also for the Eagles. Now Duffy with 1 more. This is the 6th tie. This is to put Stanley County back in front, and he hit it. The third lead change. 30-29 Stanley County. Wall sees Sundel tripped up as he comes down the right lane line, driving for the rim. Pushed by Gavin Irving. That's the third on Gavin, so he's the first Buffalo with 3 fouls. Team foul number 2. He comes out in favor of Brogsy, not in the act of shooting, so it's a baseline inbound for Reed Hansen. 5:53 third quarter. Good game. Stanley County leads Wall 30-29. Hansen wants to find someone open. It's Law. Up front again to Sundel. To Hansen on right wing. For Law in the old circle. Left wing, McDonald in a double team. Threw the ball away. Duffy stole it. Cormac wards off a defender and drives for a layup. Cormac Duffy with 8. Stanley County by 3 at 32-29. 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. With a Law screen, it's used by Amiot. Whips it off the hands of Hansen out of bounds. And Wall's turned it over 4 times already in this third quarter and 12 for the game. Rylan McDonald out and Jace Moore back in for Wall. 4 in a row for Stanley County has given the Buffs a 3-point lead. Duffy nearly stumbled, kept his dribble going. Down the left alley and in the front court. Cormac Finds Jason Titsey inside the arc on left wing. Counts on him. Now he advances into the lane. Nearly dropped it. Regained it. Lost his dribble. Bounced to Zeeb and laid it in. What a pass. Zeeb has 4. 34-29. SC matches their longest lead of 5. 4:55 in the third quarter. Hansen, right corner. Look out. He's open for a 3, but he left this one short. And Lathan Prince rebounds. Down the left alley to Duffy. Back out front to Prince. Stanley County with a 5-point lead and long NBA 3 range for Prince, but it misses and Law rebounds. Shot a long one and he missed it long. In the lane, Hansen for Jace Moore. The 8th grader into the right corner for a 3 by Sundal that's short. And Zeeb sees the long rebound come to him. Brock, the sophomore, has performed most efficiently off of Max Foltz's bench. Tetsy up top, right wing for Duffy. 4:10 in the third, a 5-point Stanley County lead. 34-29. Zeeb trying to drive on Amiot. Hands it, right wing on the angle. It is Cormac Duffy into the lane. Faked the shot. Ready to Zeeb for a baseline jumper that missed. Brock gained his own rebound. Not tied up. Instead, he's fouled. Thought they were going to call dual possession. They didn't. Instead, the foul is called number 4 on Sundal. 2 Wall Eagles with 4 fouls. And Ben Admonson makes his first appearance of the game. A sophomore, he's a 6-footer. And also back in is Ethan Ferguson. So Brody Sundal and Kane Krogman are both on the bench for Wall with 4 fouls, and there's still 3:52 left in the third quarter. Serious foul trouble for Wall. That team foul was number 4 on them. Prince nearly lost it, handed it left wing to Duffy. Baseline, drives, missed short, gained his own rebound, back up to the goal and puts it in. And Cormac Duffy with rebound number 8 and points 9 and 10. And then Wall throws the ball away on the other end. 36-29, Stanley County's lead, their longest at 7. And now Stanley County, is it? Anyway, it's a full Agtegra timeout. So we'll take a minute, 3:32 in the third. Nope, it's a Wall timeout. Anyway, it's Stanley County 36, Wall 29, and we're back in 1 minute here on KGFX. Have all of your painting supplies at the paint store in Pierre. They mix paint and they color match paint. They carry interior and exterior stains. Great selection of paint. Find it at 1006 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. The paint store, 605-224-8312, 224-8312. The paint store is a proud supporter of the Stanley County Buffaloes and the Pierre Governors in sports and activities. The paint store, same great paint, same great services.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
And it's Stanley County's ball. After another Wall turnover, up to 13 today, and they have had 11 of those since the start of the second quarter. Duffy drives on Moore, right alley, switches to the left side as he comes into the front court. 3:20 in the third. Prince, baseline, pass for Scott on the entry. Tried to pass it to someone, ended up in a Wall player's hands instead. And a held ball is called. Okay, and that is a break, I think, for Stanley County. But just held long enough, the official said, and SC will keep it because the arrow points to them. Ethan Ferguson is out, and Rylan McDonald back in for Wall. 3:12 in the third quarter. 16 on SC shot clock. They're up 7. Right wing Prince, open. Three's coming. He's good. Lathan Prince has 16, his first 3 and a half. It's a 10-point Stanley County lead of 39-29. 3 minutes right now left in the third quarter. Pass on the entry, knocked down, stolen. Jason Titsey made the steal. Prince in the front court. In the circle, left wing Duffy. Top of that wing now into the lane. Titsy with a driving bounce pass intended for Z, but good play. There's Reed Hansen again to put a hand on only the second turnover of the half for Stanley County. Amy on a foul line jumper, left short. Zeeb with a rebound. As the shooting continues to struggle for Wall, they're at 40%. Stanley County better. They're up to 37%. Right wing, a Prince three off the pass. From Duffy. Lathan hit another one. He's up to 19. It is a 13-point lead, 14 in a row now for Stanley County. They lead 42-29. 2:10 left in the third quarter. Wall really needs points. Jace Moore is fouled as he tried to throw a pass. Second on Cormac Duffy. Team foul number 3. A 14-0 run has put Stanley County in front by 13 points. Ferguson back in. Moore hands it to Hansen. Stopped on his drive, but that's because he was fouled by Strand Scott. Second on the SC post player, 4th team foul. 2:02 in the third. Been a long time since Wall has scored. Scott is out and Caden Heesen back in. Senior replaces senior. Amy on inbounds. Bucket to your right. Left baseline. Out front to Moore, but knocked down Lathan Prince. To Titsy and back to Prince. Oh, and he's undercut. Ooh, look out. Hard foul. Very hard foul. And Prince is still down along the baseline. There's padding on that wall, of course, but he landed very awkwardly. This is, you would have to think, Prince is not very happy, but he was undercut. This has got to be an intentional foul. This has got to be 2 shots in the ball. I would think, yeah, it is. It was a clear path to the bucket. No doubt about it. And it's team foul number 5. It's on Ferguson. Prince is up and all right, and he has a couple of free throws. First one short. Stanley County's going to have the ball back after this. Prince was ahead of everyone. He made a good play, and then Titsy returned the ball to him. 1:58 in the third. Prince will shoot another. He's good. And Stanley County will have the basketball. Prince rubs his left elbow. He landed very awkwardly, Lathan did. No, the technical foul was on Cormac Duffy. So Reed Hansen has a couple of free throws, and he hit the first. The second is also good. After all that, 43-31. And because of the technical foul, Wall has the ball. I understand that, but my goodness, if that's not an intentional foul, I don't know what is. Hansen missed a three-pointer. Titsy with a rebound. But the technical foul on Duffy complicated things a little bit. Stanley County throws it away and out of bounds. Wall's basketball, but they're down 12, 43-31. They're shooting the Eagles down to 39%. Steal taken away. It's Irving. Drives, layup, good. Gavin Irving with 5. Turnover problems now for Wall. They're up to 16, 45-31 Stanley County. Skip to Ferguson on the left side. Bounce it to McDonald in the right corner. It's Hansen. Off the hands of Hansen, I should say. But he turns around, misses the shot. Zeeb with another rebound, and now he's fouled. And Wall is frustrated. Third foul here on Hansen. Team foul number 6 on Wall. And here we are with 1:11 left in the third quarter. Ricardo Garcia, the senior, has come into the game. to give Duffy a little bit of a break and to calm down a bit. And head coach Ryan Kerstad of Wall wants a full Actegra timeout. We'll take 1 minute right here. 1:11 left in the third. It's Stanley County 45, Wall 31, and we're back in 1 minute here on KGFX.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Stanley County had a 20-6 run in the first half, a 14-0 run in this third quarter. They once trailed by 9. They're right now up 14, 45-31. Prince in a double team lost the ball. No foul is called. Prince can't believe it. It came to Law for a layup. 45-33 for Stanley County after Law's first two, but now a foul right after the inbound on Wall. And again, it's before the fourth quarter that Stanley County makes the bonus. Nathan Law's second foul. Team foul number 7. Gavin Irving to the line in this physical game with a front end of a 1-and-1. That's good. 46-33 for Stanley County. Exactly 1 minute remains in this third quarter. 6th point for Gavin. High school basketball on KGFX brought to you by Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. It's good. Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre, First Dakota National Bank at Avera St. Mary's Hospital. 47-33 Stanley County. Drive right baseline. Zeeb blocked it out of the hand of Amiot. And it ends up in a dual possession. It'll stay with Wall. But Brock Zeeb comes up with a block. And a frustrated Wall team has seen their shooting drop to 38%. Amiot, right baseline to the bucket to our right, into Jace Moore, the 8th grader who's back into the game. So in the left wing to Ethan Ferguson. Open, wants a 3. Too long. Another Brock Zeeb rebound. He's had 4 of them in this third quarter. And in fact, Brock now has 8 rebounds in this game. Right wing 3 is off the rim by Irving. And a push on the rebound on Stanley County. Garcia was down there, and was he the one who was caught pushing? He was, his first. Team foul number 6. Blaze Frost, the freshman who appeared the other night, the 5'9" players into the game. Caden Montana, the freshman, also in. He's 5'11". Out there with Garcia and Heesen and Zeeb here at the end of the third quarter. 47-33 Stanley County. Wall basketball. Amiot up top to Ferguson. 20 seconds. Shot clock is off. Skip it left side. Moore. Up top Ferguson. Right wing Amiot 14 seconds. Lob. Backing for an 18-footer. Missed everything by McDonald. Another Brock Zeeb rebound. Down floor, it is Garcia. Left it short. Ricardo gained his own rebound and had it blocked at the end of the third quarter. But Stanley County, 24 points in that third quarter as they take a big lead into the fourth. 47-33 Stanley County over Wall on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Wagner Auto, the one place to go. Fourth quarter's next in 1 minute on 1060 103.1 KGFX.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Fort Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Buffaloes!
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow.
24 third-quarter points for Stanley County. And the Buffaloes have their longest lead of the game, 47-33 over Wall as the fourth quarter begins. I'm David Burrow at Parkview Auditorium. Right corner, Duffy handed it to Gavin Irving for Stanley County, who has the ball to start this fourth quarter. The bucket to our left. Handed to Irving. He makes a drive for Scott, right lane line. Strand had the ball in a dual possession. Good play there by Cedar Amiot. It gives it to Wall with the arrow pointing to them. 10 turnovers on Stanley County. That counts as a turnover, of course, but still they've taken good care of the ball. Right wing Kane Krogman, who has 4 fouls, to his teammate Sundahl, who also has 4. For a Krogman 3 in the right corner. That's off the right rim. And Strand Scott with a rebound, and Wall has seen their shooting grow cold. They're down to 35%. Stanley County at 38% shooting. Stanley County 47, Wall 33, 7:13 left. Prince on the right wing comes to Duffy in the corner. He makes a baseline drive and lays it in, and Cormac Duffy has 12. 49-33 Stanley County. Their longest lead is now 16. A minute gone in the fourth. Turnaround, right lane line. It's missing by Hansen. And Dason Titsey with a rebound. Left of the lane, stops. It's out front to Duffy. Right wing on the angle. Irving, entry pass for a one-handed runner. That's good by Duffy, set up by Titsey. 14 for Cormac Duffy, and 18-point Stanley County lead. 51-33, 28-10. They've outscored Wall in the second half. 18-footer McDonald left wing. That didn't fall. Krogman's there for the follow, and he's good. Kane Krogman is now up to 10 points, 51-35. Here's a drive inside. And Scott with a big smile on his face as he was just able to maneuver inside and score. 53-35. Strand's up to 6. He enjoys what he's doing out there. Turnaround in the lane. That's missing by Sundahl. My goodness. Scott with a rebound. Well, defense is helping make it happen. Wall is not getting the really open looks that they had in that first quarter. But a Stanley County team that can really bother you defensively, and they're doing it again today. Through a double team, off balance, hitting on the left baseline is Dason Titsey. And then he comes down and nearly knocks a pass away from McDonald. He was out of bounds when he did so. It's 55-35 Stanley County, and Wall's got to be wondering what's hit him here. Ethan Ferguson, Nathan Law back in. Wall was up 10-1. Stanley County didn't have their first field goal until just over midway through the first quarter. Well, that must seem like years ago for Wall now. Jace Moore, who's also back in there. Ferguson, right in front of the bench to Amiot in the left corner. Out front to Ferguson. Amiot on left wing, down to 5:15 to play. One-hand runner in the lane. It's no good for Krogman. Duffy rebounds. Stanley County has taken the rebounding advantage in this game. Right corner, it is Gavin Irving. Lob for Scott. Oh, knocked away. Good play by Nathan Law. Gives it to Wall, but right back with it after a turnover as Wall throws away a Stanley County. Dason Titsey, middle of the right wing. Dason up top. It is Duffy. What a second half and game he's had. Nope, that pass is intercepted. Nathan Law knocked it down, brought it ahead to Jace Moore with 4:32 left. Here's a driving layup. Amiot hit it, and Ryan Kerstad, the head coach of Wall, Once an Agtegra timeout, acres ahead. Can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. We'll take 30 seconds here. 4:29 remaining. SC 55, Wall 37. Back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
Do you want to join one of the oldest established organizations in Fort Pierre? Perhaps you are more interested in protecting the future. Whatever your position, the Fort Pierre Volunteer Fire Department is for you. We are responsible for fire protection in Fort Pierre and Stanley County. Become part of this amazing team by stopping down at the fire hall and discussing enrollment. We are not just limited to adults, as we have a new cadet program for students ages 14 to 18. For more information, click on our banner ad on the homepage. From everyone at the fire hall, go Buffs!
Stanley County has opened up an 18-point lead. It was 20 a moment ago before that Amiot bucket. 55-37 SC, 4:29 remaining. They lead Wall, and Wall has full court pressure. It's desperation for them now. Knocked out of bounds by Nathan Law of Walls. They tried to avoid their third loss in their last 4 games. And Stanley County is trying to stop a 3-game losing streak. It's bounced to Prince, and he's tripped up. Free throws for Lathan. As he tried a long pass down floor, there were 2 Buffaloes waiting. Both Scott and Cormac Duffy were down there. Nathan Law's third foul sends Prince to the line with team foul number 8. 4:09 remaining. 1-1 for Prince, having a big day. Held to 9 in White River the other night. He has 20 points today. And he's 4 of 6 at the line. Make it 5 of 7 as he hit the front end of the 1-1. Reed Hansen, a little bit of a rest now. He's back in for Nathan Law. And Ricardo Garcia comes in for Dason Titsey for Stanley County. 56-37 Stanley County. 4:09 left. Prince will try to make it a 20-point lead again and go for his 22nd point this evening. On the way, on the board. 57-37 Stanley County. A Buffalo team after a slow start has looked sharp today. Sundahl through a double team. Swinging in the right corner from Amiot to McDonald. Deflected by Prince. Amiot will try to pick it back up, and he does. Good hustle there. Into the lane. Hacked is Hansen as he drove by Ricardo Garcia. Hansen will have free throws. Ricardo's second foul, team foul number 7, but it's 2 shots here anyway for Hansen as Kane Krogman will come back in. Caden Heesen will come in for Strand Scott. They have Scott and Garcia on the floor at the same time for a moment. Two free throws here for Hansen. He's 2 of 4 today. Wall is 3 of 7. They haven't been to the line much. First one's good. They're down to 35% shooting. Again, they've got to wonder what's happened after a good start. 57-38 Stanley County. Still 3:52 left, and both teams are in the bonus. 18 fouls on Wall, 7 on SC. Wall down to only 1 timeout left after Ryan Kerstad called that a moment ago. Hansen hit the second. Full court pressure by Wall. 57-39 Stanley County with a lead in the ball. 3:50 left. Lob to break that pressure from Prince to Duffy. Front court right alley. Baseline. He drives, threw it over the rim, however. Thought he was fouled, but no call. Sundahl with a rebound. Quickly down floor to Moore. And now stopping is Sundahl for a baseline jumper from 13 feet. That's good for Brody. He has 8. 57-41 for Stanley County. 3:23 left. Prince weaves through defenders. 2-3 of them. Lobbed it for Duffy, top of the right wing. Prince drives on Moore. Nearly lost it. We did lose the ball. It's out of bounds. 13th turnover on Stanley County. Cormac Duffy with a rest, and Brock Zeeb, and what a rebounding game he's had. He's back in. 3:10 to play. It is a 3 on the right side by Hansen. Left side it is, but he misses. And Ricardo Garcia, who's seen some extended minutes here, gains the rebound. Prince of Stanley County slows it down with 2:53 left and a 16-point lead. Garcia had a pass knocked out of bounds. Bauman Lumber with our player of the game. We'll name the latest T-shirt winner in our postgame today. Bounce from Garcia into Lathan Prince, who brings it on the right side. to Irving. Took another tumble. Lunges sometimes as he makes those passes. Down to 8 on the shot clock as Stanley County has him. Prince double team with 5. Can't start a dribble. He does with 4 on the timer. 3, fadeaway jumper. Missed everything. Had to put the shot up. Hansen with a rebound. And then on the other end, trying to make a steal and not quite doing so, is Irving. You know his speed, and he got down floor quickly, but Wall will keep it with 2:25 remaining. But Stanley County's up 16 at 57-41. Krogman, boy, Irving tried to make a steal and did rip it away from Krogman, who was just fouled out after he committed the foul. Team foul number 9. So the steal to Irving, and he'll end up with the last 1-and-1 today for Stanley County. He has 7, 2:23 remaining. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. 58-41 Stanley County. Here on KGFX, don't forget Tuesday night, Stanley County and Kadoka area. Girls action at around 7:30. Second free throw is short by Irving. Garcia tried to tip that rebound. Brody Sundel has it instead for Wall, and a foul as a drive is made on Stanley County. With 2:17 left. A little reach by Lathan Prince is his third. And the Buffalo boys, Tuesday night, play in Mobridge against the Mobridge Pollock Tigers, and that action around 7:30 on the website, the Star 99 page at DRG News app and at drgnews.com. That's the home of Mobridge Pollock Tiger basketball. Front end of the 1-and-1 is off the rim by Amiot, but the rebound is grabbed by Hansen, and Reed is fouled. And he will head to the line, and I think they're going to say the act of shooting with this one. It's the third foul on Ricardo Garcia. Yes, it is 2 shots for Hansen, still with 2:15 left, 58-41 Stanley County. First one's good. 58-42 for the Buffs, who've led by as many as 20 after Wall in the first quarter had a 10-1 lead at the start. Hansen looks for point number 16. He is short. And a lane violation on Wall, so the free throw doesn't count anyway. Caden Montana will come in for Stanley County. Max Post says, nope, I don't want Caden Montana to come in. Go to the bench. He does. 2:15 left. Stanley County against full court pressure by Wall. It's into Prince. And he's fouled. If that's Sundel, he's done. It would be number 5. I think it is. It is. Brody Sundel became the second Wall player to foul out of the game. And in for him is Dawson Hancock. He's an 8th grader. 5'5". Maybe. Prince, that's the 10th team foul, so Lathan has 2 shots here. First, short. This will be the 25th free throw for Stanley County today. They're 15 of 24. But SC has a 16-point lead with 2:12 left, 58-42. Prince will shoot another. This one he hits, and Caden Montana comes in for him. 23 for Lathan Prince as he gets a hand. 59-42, Stanley County leading Wall with 2:12 to play. The 3-game losing streak may end for SC. After a slow start, they have played well and defended well. Reed Hansen with a 3. He hit it. Third 3 of the game for Reed. He's up to 18, and a foul as Speedy Irving tries to break away. Another foul on Wall. This one's on Nathan Law. That's his 4th. After the 22nd foul called on the Eagles today, Gavin Irving has 2 shots. And these will be free throws number 26 and 27 for SC. Irving hit the first. He's now 4 out of 5. 60-45, Stanley County. Second one. That's also good. 61-45 for Stanley County. They scored 61 early in the year against Phillip. Shot down low is missing by Amiot, and Brock Zeeb has another rebound. And now a behind-the-back dribble by Irving to keep it away from a defender. That's Amiot who ends up fouling him. That's his third, and more free throws with 1:42 remaining. This would be a season-high point total if he hits it, and he does, for Stanley County as Irving has the free throw. Law is out. Ben Admonson, who appeared briefly in the first half, is back in. Season-high 62 points for Stanley County. They had 61 against Phillip early in the year. Second one misses. And Hansen, who's a pretty neat player, has the rebound. Quickly down floor, drive by Amiot. He's fouled by Caden Montana. And the flow to this game is gone with 1:37 to play. As Amiot will have a couple of free throws here in the act of shooting, although it was team foul number 9. First for Cedar. He's good. His fourth point, 62-46 for Stanley County, as Gavin Irving comes to the bench. He's run about 6 miles today. Maybe not that much, but he's run a lot. And Blaze Frost comes back in to replace him. One more for Amiot. He puts this one off the rim. Hansen with an offensive board. He's in a triple team, and now he's fouled. But Hansen's a pretty hard player to contain. And another foul on Ricardo Garcia. He's only played about 6 minutes, and he's picked up 4 fouls. Team foul number 10, so in either case, active shooting or not, it's 2 shots for Reed Hansen. The first, good. 62-47 SC, 1:34 left. So it's looking pretty good, but SC doesn't want to assume anything, and they'd rather not keep fouling, I'm sure. Second free throw is missed by Hansen, but I think he stepped into the lane trying to chase it too early, so that one doesn't count. For the second time, a lane violation. Nixes a Wall free throw attempt. Into Blaze Frost, knocked out of bounds by Wall. Still 1:31 to play. Never a great deal of flow to this game, but with all these fouls in the fourth quarter, any flow that was happening is gone. See, trying to inbound it, does to Montana with 1:29 left. To Zeeb and into the front court, past the pressure. Zeeb with a drive. He's called for an offensive foul. He lowered his shoulder, and Ben Admonson did well waiting for him there. Zeeb's first 14th turnover on Stanley County. 1:22 left. Wall down 15. Amiot, left wing. They want the ball in Hansen's hands. 18-footer is off the rim. There's another Brock Zeeb rebound. He's in double figures in rebounds today. Wall shooting down to 35%. 1:07 left. The losing streak's going to end for Stanley County. Garcia in the corner, bounce to Heesen, but Hansen, my goodness, took it away. He's all over the place. Amiot in the right corner for Hancock. Out front again to Amiot, open for a 3. He's good. 7 for Amiot, 62-50 Stanley County with 46.2 left, and now Ryan Kerstad's going to take his last Agtegra timeout. We'll keep it here with 46.2 seconds to play in a 62-50 Stanley County lead. Not the greatest game artistically, but the Buffs are going to take it to end this 3-game losing streak. Wall is going to be at 9-7. Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. A little bit of the wave is going on here. Is that Mr. Millard leading it? It's Mr. Millard leading it. Interesting fellow that he is, but we like Scott. Stanley County again goes to Mobridge on Tuesday night to take on Mobridge Pollock in boys play. That's on Star 99 around 7:30, so you can follow that game at the Star 99 page, remember, at the DRG News app and at drgnews.com. And yes, there will be video of that, so you can watch that. And here at Parkview on Tuesday night, the Buffalo Girls host Kadoka area, and we'll have that for you here on KGFX at around 7:30. Full court pressure as Zeeb will inbound. Nope, they're letting the second horn blow. The ball had been given already by Louis Young to Zeeb, but they'll let the full timeout take its course. Now we're ready to go. And it's into Blaze Frost. Works his way through the pressure. Good job. Hands it to Garcia and into the front court with 40 seconds left. Handed it back to Brock Zeeb. Nearly taken away. Zeeb regained it in a good play. Montana with a baseline drive comes under the bucket. Out front, Garcia wants a three, and it's off the rim. But Heason's there for the rebound. Missed that one, though. Zeeb has another board. Blocked out of his hand, however. Garcia out front with a rebound. 16 seconds left. Frost lost the ball, picked up by Moore. Moore lost the ball, picked up by Montana. 6 seconds left in 5. Montana with a drive all the way. Oh, missed the scoop layup. And then Montana trying to make a steal at the end of this game. So Zeeb had another rebound there at the end. What a total he had today. Stanley County, after a little bit of a slow start, comes through to break their 3-game losing streak. Down 9 in the first quarter. They led by as many as 20. They win it by 12 over Wall. Our final score on the Wagner Auto scoreboard at Parkview Auditorium, the Stanley County Buffaloes 62, the Wall Eagles 50. SC breaks their 3-game losing streak, improves now to 12-5. Wall has now dropped 3 of their last 4. The Eagles are now 9-7. Our postgame coming up. We'll look at the numbers. We'll name our Bauman Lumber player of the game, too, and we'll do that when we return in 2 minutes to Parkview Auditorium on 1060, 103.1 KGFX.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
Do you have a new pair of jeans or a favorite shirt with a small tear or hole? Or your winter coat has a broken zipper? Don't throw them away. Call Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery in Fort Pierre to have your items fixed as good as new. They also provide hemming, other sewing services, as well as custom embroidery for a truly professional look and design. Lila Briggs Sewing and Embroidery is a proud supporter of all Stanley County school activities and wishes the student athletes the best of luck in the school year.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre is your one-stop for fencing materials and supplies. Sioux Nation handles Red Brand steel posts and barbed wire. They carry staples, wood posts, both blunt and pointed, railroad ties, continuous fence, and guardrail. Sioux Nation sells quality Gallagher electric fence products, electric fence wire, heavy-duty tread-in posts, and insulators. Remember your high-quality Sioux steel gates. Mending your fences is almost enjoyable with help from the folks at Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre.
Is your truck or fleet insurance a one-size-fits-all approach? The commercial line agents at Fisher Rounds & Associates know that each company fleet, owner-operator, or ag producer has unique coverage needs. We understand all the risks and liabilities, so we can create a customized policy that ensures you are fully covered. We're at your service, at your side. Fisher Rounds & Associates, serving your truck insurance needs with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Rapid City, Sioux Falls, and Watertown.
Not the best start for the Stanley County Buffalo boys, but they liked how it finished as they turned an early 9-point deficit into what turned out to be a 12-point win, but it was really more decisive than that in the second half. Stanley County beats Wall by a score of 62-50, and they were led by the 23 points the Buffs were of Lathan Prince. Cormac Duffy had 14 and 11 for Gavin Irving, one of Gavin's better games offensively this season. Strand Scott had 6, 4 for Dason Titsey, and 4 for Brock Z. Reed Hansen, pretty good player, led Wall with 19 points. He also had 8 rebounds and hit 3 threes. Kane Krogman with 10, but he fouled out. Brody Sundal with 8, but he fouled out. Cedar Amiot with 7, 4 points for Ethan Ferguson, and 2 for Nathan Long. Stanley County, after only 3 of 13 shooting in the first quarter, ended at 41% for the game on 19 of 46. 5 of 14 on threes for 36%. Wall, 37% shooting on 18 of 49, 6 of 17 for them on three-pointers. Stanley County shot 60% in the second half of this game, and they really came back after the slow start. Stanley County, 19 of 29 at the foul line. Wall was 8 of 14. Rebounding advantage for Stanley County, 38-34. 3 lead changes in this game, 6 ties, but Stanley County pulled away, outscoring Wall 39-27 in the second half after it was tied after 16 minutes at 23. But Stanley County takes it 62-50 for win number 12 against 5 defeats. Well, time to name our Bauman Lumber player of the game. And a choice I might have to explain a little bit, but I think he deserves it. We'll tell you who it is in 30 seconds here on KGFX. When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762. Told you what Prince did, told you what Duffy did, and Irving, all good. I, however, am going to award the T-shirt today to Brock Z. Why? Well, he's continued to improve his play off the bench, and 12 rebounds. That really helped turn things around for Stanley County. In his minutes today, Brock Zeeb had 12 rebounds. A very good day for Brock. 9 of those rebounds in the second half. Brock Zeeb is our Bauman Lumber player of the game today. T-shirt will be on his way to him. Wall and girls action earlier beat Stanley County 63-36 behind 14 from Kiana Poorbear and 12 from Paige Kerstad and 10 from April Scholes. Jordan Sosa led Stanley County with 11. Now next for the Buffalo girls, Kadoka area here at Parkview Auditorium, 7:30 on KGFX on Tuesday. For the Buffalo boys, they go to Mobridge to meet Mobridge Pollock on Tuesday. And you can see or hear that game at the Star 99 page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com starting at around 7:30 on Monday evening. Star 99 in Mobridge is the home of the Mobridge Pollock Tigers. So go online to follow the Buffalo boys on Tuesday night. Also on Tuesday night on River 92.7, it's Pierre Governor girls basketball. It was a great comeback anyway, almost an astounding one as they nearly came back to upset Bismarck, lost by 4 last night. Well, they'll host the Brookings Bobcats at the Riggs High Gym. Brian will have that one Tuesday night on River 92.7, and that'll be at around 7:30, and a lot more basketball coming up. To check each individual station page of the DRG News app and at drgnews.com to find the play-by-play schedule. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to think twice, slow down in case of ice. High school basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX, brought to you by Avera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, Sioux Nation in Fort Pierre, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, the Corner Station and the Crossing, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Birding Electric, and Venture Communications. In-game sponsors to help bring you high school basketball include Becky Potts of the State Farm Insurance, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, Agtegra, CHS River Plains, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto. Thanks to Athletic Director Bruce Bresee here in Stanley County. Thanks to our studio coordinator, Trinity Pearson, and to Brian Menning handling the video. I'm David Burrell. Wall Eagles over Stanley County Buffaloes in girls basketball 63-36. But for the Buffalo boys, their 3-game losing streak is over after an early deficit. They come back to beat Wall 62-50. to 50. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good evening from the banks of the Bad River in Fort Pierre.